Soul Garden. Live, love, be.
Good morning from my smartphone to yours. I'm Caston Love, here from the Serious Joy Garden Studios in Costa Mesa, California. It's finally Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Good morning and namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. I work in the modality of psychic astrology, and my personal mission is to stand in my heart, help unite the light, and help unite humankind as well. This webisode is for Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Friday, April 15th, 2016. And today, the Great Human Walk has reached step 26, Aries. Namaste, my friend. I bow to the God I see in you. That's what namaste means, and that's the mutual respect I think it's time to come to on Earth. It is a fabulous, beautiful day here in Southern California, and I'm reminded of Mother Earth and what she has to offer and how Earth herself can still ground us. So, before Earth Day, before it's popular, before May, connect to Mother Earth if you can, really with spring and nature or an animal or two, like Bella. And we are upon a transition time. We're in the Aries consciousness, and that means in the cycles and circles of humankind, we've come to the part of our consciousness that tends to be known as our ego, or how we define ourselves, what I am or what I am not. And so today, and through the weekend, we're committing to what we am, which means we's also committing to what we's not. And it means that we move on with 2016, our personal character and our personal willpower. Now, before I go into my three breaths, I just want to invite everyone down to really the brightest community on the internet, SeriousJoy.tv. Come on down, make yourself comfortable. I'm releasing new features every day. And whether you're a subscriber or you're not a subscriber to our all of our back-end content, it's still a place to be bright and to recharge your batteries. So if you can, come on down, leave your comments at SeriousJoy.tv. All right, that said, I'm going to go into my little guides here and see what they have to say for today and today's Megascope. By the way, a lot of people say spirits come out whenever I go into meditation. That's probably true. Jedi dog here definitely sees spirits. We've seen that. And actually, I'll just say it's really been interesting. One time, literally, I've seen, slowing down when I edit my show, little guides flying by at the speed of light, or my imagination. So going into today's message, today's really a day about finding a peaceful inner you. This is the weekend where you kind of put the final touches on your spring character and who you want to be. And this is, again, what I am and what I am not. Now, by be, we mean willpower. We mean, I mean that what your heart is going to put into motion, what your heart is going to put into play. And today, especially on Friday, it really is about the heart. It really is about what your heart is telling you, what that core little sing-song voice is, the sparkles, the joy, the electric light parade, going back to my childhood in Disneyland. Basically, going back to that mantra and that inner child voice in you, or the inner prince, as I say with our subscribers, or princess. That voice really should be the only voice that is making the call about who you are and who you are not. That inner child voice, the dreamer, the hopeful, the romantic. And, we give a lot of energy to politicians and expect them to make the change. But really, at this point, you're at a point where you're either going to give your heart a second or first chance, wherever it is in your story, and move forward and build a new character based on your heart and based on following your heart, or you're not. And if you decide not to follow what your heart is telling you or where you want to go and grow, then no pity parties later when you're disappointed. Now, part of this is believing. And in what I teach, the 11 Steps of Serious Joy, you have to believe way before you see things happen. That's because we live in creation. And so you have to believe in what you're creating. You have to believe in the life you're manifesting. Yes, you have to believe in it. And to believe in it, your heart has to be in it. So if you're following your heart's path and you're making choices to be in your heart and live by your heart's choices, by your heart's truths, believing will not be hard. If you're having a hard time believing, okay, not believing that it's possible, because everyone has their doubts, gets their popcorn, doesn't know how the story will turn out. When it comes to believing, nobody knows until you see if it turns out or not, and then you know. But that's not believing, that's knowing. Okay, there's a difference there. But the point is that your heart has to believe. And so if you believe but don't know, but believe, okay, then you know your heart's aligned. You're on the right path. You are on the path of serious joy. If you're having a hard time believing that you can pull it off, believing that the universe will be on your side, believing, and also not knowing both, then perhaps you're really not focused on what your heart wants, or perhaps you're not listening to your heart. So today is a day of a lot of mastery of passion and possibilities. Okay, it is the possibility of unlimited possibilities, and deciding if we're going to put strength behind unlimited possibilities, or we're going to put weakness behind unlimited possibilities. In other words, you can choose a half empty, half full approach, which is how it comes down to it. The glass has the same amount of energy in it. Is it half empty, half full? Basically, this defining moment in the signature of Aries, I act, I am, at step 26 and beyond, is saying, where am I going to put my odds? Where am I to bet on my willpower? Where am I going to decide if I had to, at the last moment, bet on one character? Where am I going to decide on me? Where am I going to bet on me? Is it that it's unlimited possibilities and we'll have to see if the world will stop me? Or is it unlimited grief and heaviness and weight on me and I just can't ever see myself over that hump? Either way, people place their bets and the universe moves on. And over this weekend, literally, it is just that. Where you choose and commit to in your heart today will be where you place your bets for 2016 and really for some time, about 12 years, honestly. And then over the weekend, the universe will show signs right away that it's following your instruction, and you will either support it or stop it. And when I come back on Monday, we'll be to the construction zone of Taurus and on to manifestation of what this choice is. So I'll just go back to the beginning and sum it up for the weekend for you before I let you go. Today, my friend, my fellow Earth citizen, before we change the world, you have to change yours. And in its simplest form, it is listen to your heart, honor it and obey it, and align your ego willpower with it. And if you do, I think we're going to go very far this year. If you don't, I think people are going to watch people go far, and they'll learn anyway. Either way, the universe is on our side. All right, my friends, thank you so much for logging in. Such a pleasure to be of soul service. Come on down to the brightest place on the internet, SeriousJoy.tv, and I'll see you on Monday with more. Until then, remember, I love you, and live, love, be.